Come with us now, on a journey unlike any other. Leave the busy world behind for just a moment. We invite you to rise gently into the soft morning air. Here, high above the ground, a different perspective awaits. It is a place of quiet observation, of peaceful drifting. We will soar without a sound, like a hawk catching a thermal, over a very special corner of the earth. This is a chance to simply breathe, to watch, and to feel the calm that comes from seeing the world from a new vantage point. Below us lies a landscape bathed in the golden light of a California morning. We are about to explore the city of San Luis Obispo, but not as one does on foot, rushed by schedules and traffic. Instead, we will be silent observers from the heavens, watching the life of the city and its surrounding natural wonders from a serene distance. As we drift higher, the city of San Luis Obispo begins to reveal its true character. It is nestled in a gentle valley, cradled by rolling hills that seem to protect it from the outside world. From this height, we can see how it is perfectly placed, a hub of human activity that lives in harmony with the nature that surrounds it. The early morning sun casts long, soft shadows, painting the landscape in hues of gold and pale blue. The air is still, and the city below is just beginning to stir. The city itself appears as a carefully arranged collection of buildings, a testament to thoughtful growth. It is not a sprawling, chaotic metropolis. Instead, it seems to have grown organically, following the natural contours of the land. The streets form a grid in its heart, but they soon give way to winding roads that climb the gentle slopes of the surrounding hills. We can see the arteries of the city, the main roads where the first few cars of the day are beginning to move. They look like tiny silent beetles tracing predetermined paths. Our gentle flight now guides us towards the very heart of the city, to the place where its story began. There, nestled amongst more modern structures, stands the mission San Luis Obispo de Tolosa. From above, its classic shape is unmistakable. The long, low adobe walls and the iconic terracotta roof tiles create a striking contrast with the surrounding buildings. The mission's bell tower reaches towards the sky, a silent sentinel that has watched over this valley for more than 250 years. It is the historical and spiritual anchor of the entire community. Surrounding the mission are lush gardens and ancient trees, forming a serene oasis in the center of the city. We can see the carefully tended grounds, the pathways that invite quiet contemplation. This is more than just a historic landmark. It is the living soul of San Luis Obispo. Its presence influences the character of the entire downtown area, fostering a sense of community and a respect for heritage. From our vantage point in the sky, we see it as the central node from which the rest of the city radiates. It is a powerful reminder that all vibrant communities are built upon a foundation of shared history and common ground. From the historic mission, our aerial journey expands to take in the wider downtown area. It unfolds below us like a living tapestry, a rich and intricate weave of old and new. The streets, laid out in a neat grid, are lined with a fascinating mix of architectural styles. We can see historic brick buildings from the turn of the 20th century standing proudly next to more contemporary structures. The rooftops themselves create a captivating mosaic. There are the flat roofs of commercial buildings, the angled, shingled roofs of older homes, and the vibrant green canopies of the many trees that line the streets. Main Street appears as a central corridor, the city's primary artery. But even here, the pace seems unhurried. The wide sidewalks and numerous public squares suggest a city designed for people, not just for cars. As we drift, we can spot the small details that give downtown its unique personality. We see the colorful umbrellas of outdoor cafes just beginning to open for the day. This is a city center that feels alive and welcoming. It is not an impersonal landscape of concrete and glass, but a warm, inviting space that functions as the community's living room, a place for connection, commerce, and celebration. Our gaze now lifts from the city center and turns towards the horizon, where a truly remarkable geological feature dominates the landscape. These are the Nine Sisters, or the Morros, a chain of volcanic peaks that march in a line from the heart of San Luis Obispo all the way to the sea. From our elevated position, we can see several of these ancient sentinels rising dramatically from the valley floor. They are not jagged, menacing mountains, but rather rounded, powerful humps. their slopes covered in a mix of chaparral, scrub oak, and golden grasses. Two of these sisters stand as iconic landmarks for the city itself. To the south, we see the gentle, rounded form of Isla Hill. To the north, the unmistakable cone of Cerro San Luis, often called Madonna Mountain, rises directly behind the city. These hills are not just a backdrop. They are an integral part of the city's identity and its playground. We can trace the faint lines of hiking trails that snake their way up their sides, paths worn by generations of people seeking exercise, solitude, and breathtaking views. These volcanic plugs are ancient, the remnants of volcanic activity that occurred millions of years ago. Their sheer persistence is a testament to the immense power and patience of geological time. The presence of the Nine Sisters defines the entire region. They create a unique microclimate and a stunning visual corridor that draws the eye westward, towards the coast. They are a constant reference point, a natural compass that orients everyone in the valley. As our drone tour drifts away from the urban core, the landscape transforms into a beautiful and orderly patchwork of agriculture. The fertile Edna Valley, cradled between the hills, unfolds beneath us like a hand-stitched quilt. The dominant pattern is that of vineyards, with their perfectly straight rows of grapevines creating mesmerizing lines and textures across the rolling terrain. The color of the leaves varies from a deep, lush green to a lighter, almost silvery hue, depending on the grape variety and the angle of the sun. This is a world-renowned wine region, and from the air, we can understand why. The valley's proximity to the cool ocean air creates the perfect conditions for growing certain types of grapes, particularly Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. We can see the wineries themselves, their buildings often designed to blend in with the rural aesthetic, with rustic barns and elegant tasting rooms nestled amongst the vines. These are not massive industrial complexes, but smaller, more intimate operations that speak to a passion for the craft of winemaking. Beyond the vineyards, the patchwork continues with other forms of agriculture. We see fields of row crops, their colors changing with the season, and open pastures where cattle graze peacefully. Small farmhouses, often surrounded by groves of eucalyptus or oak trees, are dotted throughout the landscape. The beauty of this agricultural tapestry is in its order and its gentle contours. It is a perfect example of how humanity can shape the land not through brute force, but with a sense of artistry and respect. Our flight path now turns westward, following the line of the Nine Sisters as they lead us inexorably towards the Pacific Ocean. The character of the landscape begins to shift once again. The air feels different, carrying the first hints of salt and moisture from the sea. The hills become more rugged, their slopes steeper and covered in a denser coastal scrub. Below us, the Los Osos Valley opens up, a broad plain that acts as the final gateway to the coast. This area is a mosaic of different environments. We can see wetlands and estuaries, crucial habitats for countless species of birds and other wildlife. The town of Los Osos is visible, a quiet community nestled against the southern shore of the beautiful Morro Bay. Its homes are spread out amongst groves of eucalyptus trees, giving it a rustic, semi-rural feel. As we approach the coast, the sky often changes. A layer of marine fog, a common feature of this region, might be visible ahead. It can appear as a low, dense bank of white, obscuring the horizon and lending an air of mystery to the landscape. The sense of anticipation builds as we draw closer to the water's edge. The sound of the waves, though still inaudible to us, is almost palpable. We can see the white lines of surf breaking on the distant shore. And then, suddenly, we are there. The land gives way to the vast, breathtaking expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Our aerial perspective offers an unparalleled view of this dramatic meeting point. The coastline stretches out in both directions, a magnificent panorama of sandy beaches, rocky headlands, and sheer cliffs. The water itself is a deep, mesmerizing blue, its surface textured by the gentle ocean swell. Dominating the scene is the final and most famous of the Nine Sisters Morro Rock. This colossal volcanic plug stands as a monumental sentinel at the entrance to Morro Bay. From the air, we can truly appreciate its immense size and its unique position, connected to the shore by a narrow causeway. We drift over Morro Bay itself, a calm and protected harbor teeming with life. From this height, we can see the sand spit that separates the bay from the open ocean. a fragile barrier of sand that creates this peaceful estuary. As we hover here, at the western edge of our journey, a profound sense of peace settles in. The gentle, rhythmic motion of the waves, the vastness of the ocean, and the solid, reassuring presence of Morro Rock combine to create a deeply meditative experience. This is a place where one can feel the immense power and tranquility of the natural world. It is the perfect culmination of our flight, a final, stunning vista that encapsulates the wild, unspoiled beauty of the San Luis Obispo region. The land has led us here, to the edge of the continent, to witness this magnificent spectacle. Our journey is now complete. As we slowly ascend to a final, all-encompassing height, the entire landscape we have explored is laid out below us. We can see the city of San Luis Obispo nestled in its valley, the chain of the Nine Sisters marching towards the sea, the green and gold of the farmlands, and the shimmering blue of the ocean on the horizon. Let the feeling of this quiet, effortless flight linger with you. Remember the sense of peace that comes from floating high above the world, a silent observer of its beauty. As we slowly return to the ground, carry this sense of calm and wonder with you. It is a reminder to slow down, to look up, and to appreciate the quiet, magnificent world we all share.